Hello students, welcome once again in the physics online lectures. So this topic is especially for the BSc students or UG students, in which we are going to discuss electromagnetic wave. As the name suggests, it is the combination of electric as well as magnetic. So where this comes from, if you just remember this Faraday's law. If you just remember, what is Faraday's law? This curl of E, this is equals to minus del B upon this del T here. Now this suggests that this time varying magnetic fields generates electric field. What is here B? This is the magnetic field, and what is this? This is the electric field. So time varying magnetic fields generates electric field. Similarly, James Clerk Maxwell, it was a famous Scottish scientist, showed that this electric field and this B magnetic field fluctuating together can form a propagating wave. That wave is called electromagnetic wave. What James Clerk Maxwell showed that, he showed that time varying electric field generates magnetic field. James Clerk from the Faraday's law, it is clear to you that time varying magnetic fields produces electric field, and James Clerk Maxwell suggests that time varying electric field generates this magnetic field. Or you can just say that he just showed that we have electric field, by that we can have this magnetic field. Similarly, we have this electric field, or we just again switch to the magnetic field. So from this you can have a disturbance in electric field and magnetic field that propagates across space, and that is called the electromagnetic wave. What is that called? That calls the electromagnetic wave. As I have shown to you, this electromagnetic wave is nothing but in which both the electric and magnetic field fluctuating together forms a propagating wave, that is called the electromagnetic. For a simple example, you are aware of this sunlight, which is a source of our energy. Sunlight, you can just say it is a mixture of electromagnetic waves. It is a mixture of electromagnetic wave. Having this have different wavelengths. This have how it is possible. Now each wavelength in light produces a different color sensation in our eyes, and you can just see that from we have red color, green color, this blue, then violet. So each wavelength or every color, a different color produces sensation in our eyes. Now the color are present in the sunlight in the sense that sunlight is a mixture of different wavelengths. When this mixture strikes an object, different parts of the object reflect certain wavelengths more strongly than other, and giving each part its color pattern. Thus, you can just say that color of an object belongs to the electromagnetic wave that reflects from it. So this is the proper background of discussing here electromagnetic wave. Now let us discuss in detail. So you have heard about mechanical wave. Mechanical waves, if you just remind, like sound waves or waves in strings, that requires a medium. Without medium, that waves cannot propagate. Just like our sound needs medium. What is that? This is air. So the mechanical waves, one kind of wave you have already studied, this requires medium for their propagation. Now, unlike the mechanical waves, there are other types of the waves, that is called the, which is our discussion, electromagnetic wave. That is called the electromagnetic wave. And these waves requires no medium is required for the electromagnetic wave. There is no medium is required for the propagation. Or what you can just say that in it is not the atoms moving around it, but instead here this electric and this magnetic fields, and these can exist as in vacuum also. This can propagate also in vacuum. So what is an electromagnetic wave? You can just say that an electromagnetic wave in vacuum consists of this mutually perpendicular and oscillating this electric field and magnetic fields. So what is an electromagnetic wave? Electromagnetic wave is vacuum consists of mutually perpendicular and oscillating. These waves are perpendicular and oscillating electric and magnetic fields. Means that right angles to each other and almost right angle to the direction of wave propagation. This is the electromagnetic. Now since the fields are perpendicular to the direction in which the wave travels, so this wave is a transverse wave. Electromagnetic wave is a transverse wave because the fields are perpendicular to the direction in which the wave travels. All electromagnetic waves, regardless of their frequency, travel through a vacuum at the same speed. Regardless of their frequency, they travel with the same speed, and that speed, you can just say this is the speed of light. This is designated by c, and you are aware of that this is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, the speed of light that travels with this speed. Now you are aware of the fact that if you just have this frequency, this nu, and wavelength, this is lambda. It is termed at lambda. It is called the lambda. Of an electromagnetic in vacuum are related to its speed, this c by this formula. C is nu times of lambda. What is nu? This is the simply the frequency and it is the wavelength, and c is the speed of light, or simply nu you can have this c upon lambda. So electromagnetic wave in vacuum travels with the speed of light. This is called 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now in this we shall discuss the speed of electromagnetic wave. Now the speed of electromagnetic wave in a dielectric medium is given by this v is equals to 1 upon root of epsilon naught, this mu naught. What is epsilon naught? It is the permittivity of space. This is called the permittivity. And this mu naught is called the permeability. It is called the permeability of the dielectric. So electric magnetic wave cannot propagate within a conductor since they are totally deflected when they strike a conducting surface. Now if just see in this diagram, we have taken electric field in this y direction. In y direction we have taken the electric field, and in the z direction, this is here z direction, we have the magnetic field designated by vector b, and this is vector, this is here. Now with propagation of the wave in x direction with speed c here. Now our wave is propagating in x direction where this electric field is traveling along, or it is in y axis and y direction, or simply magnetic field it is in z direction. So the wave propagate in x direction with speed c here. So this electric field is connected to this magnetic field. This is b here. E is equals to cb, or you can just say c is with, I have written earlier, this is mu naught, epsilon naught. Mu naught is permeability and epsilon naught is permittivity. So this value comes out to be 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the speed of light by which the wave propagates in the space or in vacuum. Just see this diagram. This is the graphical representation of an electromagnetic wave. We have designated in the red color, this is the electric field, and this is perpendicular. This is the magnetic field here, denoted by blue lines here. So this is the graphical representation of an electromagnetic wave which is traveling with speed c here. Now both E and B are, if you just see this diagram, as I have earlier explained, this E electric field and magnetic field are mutually perpendicular to each other. E and B are mutually perpendicular to each other, and this from this to this is called the lambda. This is called the wavelength. So this is the proper graphical representation of an electromagnetic wave which is propagating with the speed. With the medium of the particles, E and B are perpendicular to each other. Electric field, this is in up direction, and this is right angles to the magnetic field. Now I am just going to discuss general properties of electromagnetic wave. So first, we have seen that these are the transverse waves. What types of the waves? These are the transverse waves, in the sense that if you just see this electric field and this magnetic field, both are perpendicular to each other, or you can just have this electric field and magnetic field both are perpendicular to each other and to the direction of the motion and to the direction of the motion. So first conclusion, we have properties of electromagnetic wave. These are the transverse wave, like because this electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and to the direction of motion. Second thing, this ratio of magnitude of electric and magnetic field is fixed. What is the ratio? This is E upon this B. This is fixed and the value is C. The ratio of the magnetic and electric, the magnitudes of this E and B are the fixed. Third conclusion or third property, they travels with a fixed speed in vacuum, and this have 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and this value is fixed in this vacuum. They always travels with the speed of light. This is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now, as we have discussed, no medium is required for their propagation. No medium is required. As I have discussed earlier, these are the transverse waves. No medium is required for their propagation, like the mechanical waves, in which the medium is required for their propagation. Now the fifth one, we can have, they carry energy and momentum. And because of carrying this, they exert a pressure on the striking a surface. So we can have, they carry this energy and momentum. Because of having this, they exerts a pressure on the surface after striking. After striking, they will exert a pressure on the surface. So these are the peculiar properties of the electromagnetic wave. One by one, I have explained for your convenience, and just remember it. It is a quite interesting topic. We shall discuss some of the following species. We are going to discuss here one by one. Just consider the following species. First, when we just say linear, linear means this mu and epsilon are constants. Linear meaning to say that this mu, permeability, and this permittivity are constant. Another term, what is meant by isotropic space? Meaning to say that there is a full rotational symmetry. Fully rotational symmetry. Or you can just say no preferred or spatial direction is linked. No preferred or spatial direction with no preferred, or meaning to say that this is the isotropic. One more, what is meaning to say that homogeneous? Homogeneous, there is the translational symmetry is associated. Like isotropic, we have rotational symmetry. Now we have translational symmetry. Translational symmetry in all directions. Meaning to say that no spatial locations in space. No spatial locations in space. That is meaning to say that homogeneous. Another one is the source free here. What is meaning to source free? For the source free, this charge density, charge per unit volume, charge density, this rho is 0. This is the meaning to say that it is source free. This is the proper information of various spaces I have given to you while we discuss the propagation of electromagnetic in certain media. So this is very important lecture for the BSc student. So please have a proper understanding of this particular topic, and in the upcoming lectures we shall discuss the proper descriptions about the propagation of the electromagnetic wave in various media. So thank you. Thanks for watching.